So the film starts, and we see a number of dead people in a restaurant. What exactly happened here? How did these people die? To find out, the story goes back into past. We see the main character of the movie, Nancy, who is testing her pregnancy in the fields and gets a positive result. Because of which, she gets very scared because she was unmarried yet, and she had not planned all this. Now Nancy comes to her dad's restaurant Intention, where she herself works as a manager. On the way, the petrol of her car runs out, so she decides to walk the rest of the way, and then she finds Bobby on the bicycle, who was an employee of her restaurant. This boy gives a lift to Nancy, and these people reach the hotel. Reaching the hotel, Nancy's father tells her that tonight, you will have to take care of this hotel, because I have to go to a meeting. Nancy nods because she thought she could manage everything. Her dad said that I have stopped Jack here to help you, but Nancy got angry hearing this. She did not like Jack at all. She requests her dad to stop Bobby here, but her dad refuses, saying that I have already told Jack. Nancy now comes out of her dad's office, and suddenly she starts vomiting. That's why she came out of her hotel, where Jack had also come to smoke a cigarette. Seeing her such condition, he understood that Nancy is pregnant. He asks her, "Does your dad know this secret?" Nancy does not answer him, and in the meantime, her dad also comes here. Seeing him, she got scared, but her dad did not pay attention to her condition. She just came to tell Jack that welcome every customer warmly, and Nancy will help you in doing so. Nancy could not stop anymore, and she finally asks her dad, "What kind of meeting is it that this is urgent for you to go?" Her dad said that after your mom's death, I feel very lonely. That's why I have decided to get married, and I am going to meet a girl. Hearing this, Nancy's sadness increased even more. She now has to share her dad with someone. Now Nancy and Jack had come inside their hotel. Everything was going smoothly till now, but suddenly a gang of young boys came out of their hotel. These boys were behaving very poorly outside their hotel. They were racing bikes, making noise, and they had also killed a rabbit outside. In such an environment, their customers could run away. Nancy got angry, and she came out to drive them away from here. And Nancy threatens them and tells them to go from here, but these boys don't listen to her, and instead follow her to her hotel. Wearing masks, they ask her to take the orders. Nancy got angry. She tells them that, "Do you go from here or should I call the police?" When the boys don't get up, Nancy really starts pretending to call the police. Because of which the boys get up from there, and a boy comes to her and tells her that we are going now, but we will definitely come back. The way these boys insulted Nancy, everyone was laughing at Nancy, and seeing this, Nancy got very angry. She called the whole staff and told everyone that I am your manager, and it is your duty to respect me. She tells them that it is your duty to follow my order because I am the owner here. In response to this, Jack said that this is all your dad's, not yours. You have no credit in this. Jack also tells her that we are more capable than you. Nancy gets very angry, and on Jack's insolence, she dismisses him from the job. Jack was surprised. He said that you can't do this, but Nancy said that now I am the manager and my orders will be followed. What did Jack do? He left, taking off his apron here in anger. Nancy did all this emotionally. She didn't understand what had happened to her. She comes to the washroom, washes her face, and tries to relax herself. Just then, we see that Bobby was waiting for her outside the washroom. He says to her, "I can stay tonight to help you. You have dismissed Jack, so it is not right for you to stay here alone at night." And Nancy gets even more angry at him. She thinks that Bobby is pitying her and trying to befriend her. She tells Bobby directly that you are not of my type, and you don't need to impress me like this to befriend with me. Hearing this, Bobby was also very hurt today, and he leaves Nancy here. In a while, the shift of the entire staff is over, and Nancy stays alone at this place, and she has to work alone all night. Nancy first cleans here, and after that, as no customer comes there, she starts talking to her dad on the phone. On the call, she told her dad that she has fired Jack from the job. Her dad is also surprised, so Nancy tells him that he was disrespecting me at all, and he insulted me before everyone. What could I do? Now her dad was upset because Nancy was going to stay alone all night. He tells her to stay alert all night, and if there is any problem, he asks her to inform me. Nancy was not afraid at all. She played music and started working here again while enjoying. But this enjoyment was only for that time, until she saw the gang outside her hotel who came in this afternoon. Seeing them, she got angry and announced for them in the speaker, "Go from here. If you don't go, I will call the police." Announcing this, she notices that all the doors and windows of her hotel were open. The police could take a long time to arrive here. If these people started harming her, it wouldn't take much time. Thinking this, she started closing all the windows and doors. After closing all this, she quickly calls the police and tells them that there is a gang of bikers outside that is bothering me here. The police talk about sending an inspector to help her. As she disconnects the phone, she started hearing the knocking on the door from all sides of her hotel. She was scared. She hid under a counter. After being knocked for a long time, the sound of knocking suddenly stopped. Nancy got some peace, and suddenly someone again knocked at her door. She was scared. Secretly, she got up from the counter and saw that the police officer had come outside. For him, she went and opened the door immediately. As soon as he came here, the officer tells her that I will have to fully investigate of this place. He scrutinizes this place properly, but apart from Nancy, he does not find anyone here. No one is seen here, not even outside the hotel. After checking this place, he reports to the police that he did not detect any danger here. It is possible that this is a girl's hallucination, and to clear her fear, he is staying with the girl here for a while. After this, he asks Nancy to make coffee for him and sits there. Her eyes were also making Nancy uncomfortable. Then that police officer came to Nancy and told her to come to the police station with me. The crimes of that gang have increased a lot, and you should come with me and complain to the police. Now he was taking her with him while dragging. Suddenly the boys of the same gang came from behind and attacked the sheriff, and in a while, they killed him. Nancy was very scared to see this. To save her life, she hid in the garage, going there. She was very scared and did not understand how to call someone for help. But then her fate favors that Bobby was already coming here for her. Seeing her, Nancy gets a lot of courage and quickly brings Bobby inside the hotel while silencing him. And here we see that the boys of that gang have also come inside the hotel. Here Nancy had also messaged her friend that she should either call someone to help her or come herself. Before these, they could do anything else. The gang comes and captures both of them. Nancy had the key of her car in front of her, but she could not pick it up because of her tied hands. Now a man tapes up Nancy's mouth and hands and locks her in a room, where Nancy succeeds in untying her hands. She was very scared. To save her life from this man, picking a knife, she stabs him in the back, because of which that boy immediately dies there. And when Nancy takes off her mask, she is shocked. He was no one else but her hotel's own employee, Petey. In a while, she sees that Bobby was also coming to this room with untied hands. She understood that Bobby is also with these people, and these people are not the previous gang at this time. In fact, they are the employees of her hotel who have come here to take revenge on her. Bobby, who was her friend, also became the member of these people, because today, she also insulted Bobby. Now to find out what they were doing here, the scenes go into a flashback, and we are shown Jack, who was very angry because of losing his job. He wanted to take his revenge on Nancy at any cost. He drops all the colleagues at home, after which he takes Pete and goes to the gang of youngsters who had come out of his hotel this afternoon. As he went here, he took out his knife and injured a gang member. because of which the gang members got scared. Then Jack played a song and made everyone dance to his tunes. After which, he held a gun to Pete and asked him to kill the boys here. But Pete could not do this work, so the boys got a chance to run away. After which, Jack asked Pete to meet him in the restaurant at night. After the boys ran away from here, he comes out of here with the boys' masks and clothes, and he meets his other colleagues at night. He says to all of them, "I know Nancy has hurt all of you. She is a very bad manager. If you want to take revenge on her, you can support me." Everyone was filled with anger for Nancy, so everyone agreed to support him. That is, all this plan that was happening at this time, Jack was the mastermind behind it. Bobby joined Jack's plan because he thought that Jack would scare Nancy as much as possible. He would not hurt her. First, these people started scaring Nancy, and when Nancy actually called the police officer. So first these people hid, and then to save themselves, they killed the police officer together. At this time, Bobby left to join Jack's plan, and he took off his mask and went to help Nancy. Because he was sympathetic to Nancy somewhere. He liked Nancy. Scenes come again in the present, where Nancy was very angry after knowing all this. At this time, Pete was injured, who was attacked by Nancy. These people pick up that boy and bring him inside the hotel. Now they were planning that they will call someone here for help and to save Pete's life. But whom do they call? Who could help them? This was a police case. Here we see that Bobby saw Nancy's car keys, which he picked up, and then a colleague of Jack came and told him that Nancy has run away from here. Hearing this, Jack gets angry and immediately tells him to catch Nancy. He also told Bobby to follow Nancy, but Bobby instead attacked Jack and punched him on the face. On the other hand, we were shown Nancy's dad, who was calling to know about Nancy, but no one was picking up the call in the hotel. Here, that boy who came after Nancy, she throws hot boiling water on him very cleverly to catch him, due to which his entire face burns. This boy was scorched to death within a moment. Now she came quietly to the restroom where she saw that Bobby was injured. To help him, she begins to sneak towards him from under the table. At the same time, her friend came here in this hotel. From below, Bobby wanted to give her the keys of her car so that Nancy could rescue from here after running. Nancy's friend went crazy after seeing all this and ran away from here, saving her life. She didn't even bother to call the police. Nancy also got her car's keys. Getting chase, she ran out of the hotel's door while avoiding Jack's eyes. But then Jack caught her running from behind. Grabbing her hair, he stabs her in the back from behind. And then he also brings her body inside the hotel. Jack felt that now everyone is dead and he is alive. He comes and takes off all his clothes and immediately calls the police, to show that he has just witnessed right now and he is not involved in all this. He thought that by doing this, he will leave the city and start living a new life. But he didn't even know the twist in the story. Nancy was still alive. She pulled the knife out of her stomach courageously and drags herself to Bobby, who was dead. She cried a lot when she saw Bobby's body, because he was only Bobby who used to care for her a lot. Nancy had a fire of revenge in her heart. She dared and sat in her car. She came to Jack's house while driving. She knocked at Jack's door. At this time, Jack did not expect anyone's arrival at his home. He opened the door and saw Nancy there, and Nancy, without wasting time, stabbed him in the neck with a knife in her hand. She killed him and took her revenge. The little strength had left in her body now. She dragged herself a few steps forward and fell down there. At this time, she was missing her mother. Suddenly, a car stops near her, from which her dad comes to her. He had seen Nancy's car nearby, so he came here. Seeing his daughter's such condition, he gets worried and tells her, "Be brave. I will take you to the doctor. Nothing will happen to you." But Nancy relaxes him here and tells him the truth that I am pregnant. And just by telling this movie ends here.